You're good.
Thank you, Mills. Good morning. This is a convening of the Massachusetts Gaming Commission, meeting number 510. This meeting is being held virtually using remote collaboration technology, so we will do a roll call. Good morning, Commissioner O'Brien.
Good morning, and just a quick congratulations to you, Interim Chair. Look forward to Dean Serpa starting next week and all of us continuing to march forward. So thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner O'Brien. Good morning, Commissioner Hill.
Good morning, I'm here.
Good morning, Commissioner Skinner.
Good morning.
And I'm Jordan Maynard. I'm serving as interim chair of the commission. I appreciate Governor Healy and Lieutenant Governor Driscoll for entrusting me with this responsibility. It is approximately 11:04 on March 26, 2024, and we have one issue on our agenda today, but it's an extremely important one. To start, the commission has been clear that it will take all measures to ensure that a patron be 21 years old or older to engage in sports wagering in the Commonwealth. Responsible gaming is key to our mission, and we want to ensure that our most vulnerable citizens are protected and educated. In October 2023, First Assistant Pat Moore called to ask if I could join a group of interested parties in working to combat this problem. It is my understanding that Commissioner Hill received a similar call from Marlene Warner from the Mass Council on Gaming and Health. On November 17, 2023, Commissioner Hill and I met with the First Assistant Moore, Kathleen Cilio from the AG's office, Marlene Warner, Dave Friedman and Claire Durant from the Red Sox, former MGC Chair Steve Crosby, and Mark Vander Linden was also present. Over the next 5 months, this group, along with an expanding group of stakeholders and interested parties, met 6 more times, including yesterday. This group, led by the Attorney General's office, has continued to add members, and it's my understanding they will continue to invite powerful voices to the table to combat underage sports wagering in the Commonwealth, with the hope that we will be, as we often are, a national model here in Massachusetts. Given that the Attorney General's office is planning on a release and a conference to announce the group and its aims on March 28, 2024, we thought it necessary to bring this issue to the entire commission. Brad Hill definitely pushed that issue, Commissioner Hill. Obviously, we must do our work in this public forum, given the open meeting law, but I also want to respect that this group and mission from the Attorney General's office is still a work in progress. In short, the Attorney General's office wants the MGC at the table, understanding that we have oversight and regulatory authority over the legal sports wagering market in 23N. I will now kick it over to Commissioner Hill to describe where we are in the process and to invite all of our fellow commissioners to ask any questions or weigh in any way on this issue. Commissioner Hill.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't think there's a lot more to add, except that we are at a point now where the MGC is being asked to be part of this coalition in ways that I felt very strongly, and so did the chair, that we should have a discussion with the full commission before putting our name to the coalition. A press release will be going out tomorrow. They want to add our name to it. And I was not comfortable having the MGC be a partner of the coalition without a vote or a consensus of the full board. They will be using staff from the Mass Gaming Commission as we move forward for their expertise in problem gaming. And with the studies that have been done through the Mass Gaming Commission, which data is very important toward the goal that the Attorney General wants to reach, being used. And the fact that there may be opportunities for the MGC to be a voice with the coalition publicly. Again, I felt strongly that before we say yes to that this should be a commission-supported idea and not just the two of us making a decision on behalf of the Mass Gaming Commission. That's what brings us here today. What I'm hoping I can ask of the commission is that we will be involved with what the Attorney General is doing and that the MGC be part of the coalition and allow the commission staff to be part of the coalition so that we can eventually get to the goal of ensuring that our youth are not being hurt by gambling and so much more. So that's what brings us here today, Mr. Chair, and I certainly, through you, if there was any questions from my fellow commissioners, I would be more than happy to take them at this time.
Happy to open the floor.
So I don't have a question just so much as just adding to the conversation. I mean, obviously, this is something that in my time in the commission is of paramount importance. I think we all feel that way, particularly with sports betting, particularly with sort of the disconnect as well between MCA surveys and what we're hearing from the licensees. Commissioner Skinner and I did have the opportunity to get somewhat of a background briefing yesterday with a little more understanding, obviously in compliance with OML, about the last several months. So this to me is a very exciting opportunity. I think that absolutely, it needs to be all of us obviously signing on as a commission. I mean, that's how this works. So I appreciate the bringing of it forward. The only comment that I have that I do think bears stating publicly would be, because this is in the working stages, there may be concrete steps asked of us, either staffing, funding, et cetera. And I just want to make clear, while I embrace this process and this joint venture, I don't want anything to be viewed as binding any future vote. And I'm particularly mindful of procurement laws, where nothing in this, in what I would expect will be a positive move forward by this commission today, is anyway viewed as impacting anything that might come back in front of us on this. I think for the record, it was clear to make that statement, but otherwise I'm in full support.
And let me be clear, Commissioner O'Brien, that if there's any request of funding or anything else moving forward, we will bring that back to the full commission for discussion and vote. We will not be making those decisions on the commission's behalf. We'll always bring it back for a vote.
Open the floor, Commissioner Skinner.
Thank you, Chair Maynard. I am also in full support. I don't know in what world here in Massachusetts the MGC would not be signing on to this coalition. I certainly support what it stands for, particularly along the lines of consumer protection of our youth. And I think that MGC's participation makes eminent sense. And so I know that there are details that are still being worked out. Any advisory group that might be formed, what the actual curriculum will include, and like Commissioner O'Brien, I look forward to hearing additional details about those items and beyond as the work of the coalition moves forward. But I think it is a fantastic idea, fantastic opportunity for our leaders here in the responsible gaming realm to make their voices heard. So thank you for your participation in this initiative and bringing it forward for us to consider today.
Thank you, Commissioner Skinner. With that said, we did have this marked up for a vote. I didn't know if anyone has anything else to add to the conversation or anything they want to see in here, but happy to.
I'm going to, Mr. Chairman, I am going to request something else after I make a motion to approve the participation of the youth. I will be asking one more thing afterwards.
Okay.
So with that, Mr. Chairman, I move that the commission approve participation in the Youth Sporting Betting Safety Coalition as discussed here today.
Second.
Okay, we'll do a roll call. Commissioner O'Brien.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Skinner.
Aye.
And I vote yes, 4-0. Commissioner Hill.
The second issue I'd like to bring to the attention of the commission is during the press conference that will take place on Thursday that the Attorney General's office is putting together, there may be a request for someone to speak on behalf of the MGC. And I was going to ask if my fellow commissioners would mind if I was going to be the voice, if asked, to participate in the press conference.
Support that, Commissioner
Yeah,
Hill.
I think that's great.
I also support it.
I don't think we need a vote, but I just wanted a consensus, if that's okay with everybody.
And I will state that this is still very much in flux, right? The work in progress. Yesterday is when the decision was made that we might be asked to speak. So it was batted around for a while, but it seemed like it could actually happen. So I appreciate you, Commissioner Hill, and your willingness to represent the MGC in that capacity. With that said, anybody have anything else for this meeting? Any commissioner updates? I will entertain a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All right, let's do roll call. Commissioner O'Brien.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Skinner, and I vote yes, 4-0. Thank you, everyone, and appreciate it and look forward